Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jersey and today I'm bringing you a DTV Valley tour and I'm so excited to be here with Samantha. Guys, you know her, you see her on the chat. This is Samantha L, Queen of the Trolls in the chat, and there it is right there. And telling you what, we had the best conversation. We talk way too long. Way too long. But we're here to see her valley. Now, we've been here a year and 3 months ago. We did a valley tour. And now this is our second ever of Samantha. Samantha's a big fan of the TV. She loves this game. It's amazing the passion, the love that she has. And I'm excited to be here to see what she has done, what's new, what is different compared with before, and to experience and to bring you some inspiration. All right, so one of the first thing is, like always, we're starting in the plaza. And as you can see, the plaza is already built up. And I love like the city style. Now, a lot of people, this is something that a lot of people have been doing. They're doing all the city stuff, doing the building. Now, something that I really like is this structure right here in the front of us right here. Because the building is actually like in the sideways, right? And it gives you these side entrances to the theme park right over here. So I really like this a lot. You see this field right here? I think this is really cool. And then look the way, and it's really hard because the hedges, but when you come in here, you get this beautiful, beautiful view of the statue of Walt Disney and Mickey. And I'm gonna say something right now. Once you enter here, it really feels like a theme park. There is a feel. If you've ever been to Disneyland or Disney World or any like Universal, you know, you've been to theme parks, right? It really feels like it. And I think that is, to me, one of the biggest takeaway, because when you go to theme parks, you got your area with shade, but then you shades, but then you got like this opening, right? This area that is open, and then it's surrounded by tree or the flowers. And the way she's done this transition here, again, I think it's really well done and I love it. I love it a lot. Great feel for my theme park perspective. And then when you look on the opposite side, right, you got like the Disney castle back there, if you want to call it like the Disney castle. Then you got all the other buildings that we're going to see on the other side. But you get this beautiful theme park feel. Now, when it comes to the decoration, as you see, we got like the Disney park benches right over here. She has done a really great job when it comes to the fencing. So when you see over here, I love this fence. And I want to say that, you know, doing a few valley tours in the past, these transitions here sometimes are the hardest ones to do when you go from here to the next location, right? Those transitions can be hard to do. Sometimes they feel a little off. They just feel like there's not a good way to go about it. Now, because, you know, they don't let you decorate in specific area. I really like this transition here because it almost feels very official. It almost feels like it's meant to be like this, like you finish in the plaza and now you go into a new area of a theme park. And I really like that. And it comes down the way she has done the fencing on both sides, the way she got the trash can. And then when you look at the top over here, it kind of feels like you're going to another section of a theme park. So, and again, I don't know if that was the intent on the way everything is put together, especially on this corner, but I'm telling you what, it's a great feel for a transition point. Now, when we look at this section here, I really like the entryway here. I like the fencing. This is something that I think also elevates this little division, this little section here, that we have this fence, you know, the lattice fence with all the vines, giving you kind of like a wall, again, to help the transition for that entrance over there. So I think it's brilliantly done. And then we get this little outdoor little plaza right here where you can actually get some snacks, food, popcorn, you know, you get your pretzels, you get your sandwiches, and everything is really cool. Kind of like a little food court area. And I really like that. And then what is like a theme park if you don't have like sometimes those people in costumes dressed up or mechanical robots, you know, pretending that they are gonna serve you food. Now this is really cool, great way to do it, and I really like the decorations on both sides and everything on here. So really well done when it comes to making this section feel really like food court like and really bringing it to life. Now, if you're in the plaza, this is like one of the entryways, and you can go over here. So really creative way. You can go from the very beginning where we enter, or you can come to the side over here. When it comes to the decoration, I really like this banner. Again, feels very theme park, very magical, or very castle-like. That it makes sense because we do have this beautiful castle right over there. So everything is flowing in very good harmony, right? Okay, so when we go to the other side over here, now this is something very popular that we see in a lot of valleys, is utilizing the two buildings and the corner. This is such a great composition, and the buildings look like they kind of belong together. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and I love this. And now with the update that you can go diagonal pathing, you know, there is more to do in the future if you want to put more buildings in a diagonal way and use your pathing. But I really like this. So you got the little restaurant, we got the outdoor seating area over here. Really like the corner building, and that is like one of my best things that I like about this composition here is that middle building, because it really makes it like it flows, and it makes this corner feel complete. I am a fan of that. I really like this, and it's a fantastic job, and you can just, I don't know, it just makes it feel complete. If I'm putting my word correctly, really great job on that, Samantha. I really liked it. Now, when you come down over here, you can see we got our little fountains. We got some of the planters right next to it, to the entryway. Really nice, really beautiful, especially for a plaza. Stuff like that look really beautiful. And then we got like this little fencing over here. And on the other side, again, we got like another strip, right? Like another section of buildings and all of that. And it gives you like this little city feel, like, and also like a little downtown Disney feel, or Disney Spring now, right? Like you got the buildings, you got the shops, but it's all like Disney theme. Again, really great. Really love the way all of this is flowing. And again, I love the hedges, the right over there, like the bushes with the square, the benching, the fencing looks really good. The lighting, the lighting of the light posts are really great. And then a little kiosk, and then we got the trash cans. And then when you look from the other side, looks really fantastic. Now, another thing that we need to make a note of is the beautiful trees that she's surrounding the area. The trees are beautifully placed in different area, and I like that when you look up, you feel like you're in the open. You know, it's not like we got a tree in the middle here or over there. The open areas feel open, and the trees are in the border around there, at least up to right now here in the plaza. Now, we do have another beautiful Walt Disney and Mickey statue right over here. Really like the clock in the background. And then again, really feels like a plaza. Really great job. And again, look at this other entrance over here, making a beautiful transition area going towards the forest. Again, I do feel like sometimes making this is a little hard, you know, but Samantha is doing a great job making it work right here, especially with the fencing, the hedges. It just feels like it ends and then you have a new continuation. So really great job when it comes to that. I really like this vine wall, like it almost feels like it is on the building, even though it's not. If you look on the side, it is not in the building. But when you come in from like a direction like this, you know, and look at the view from here, those red trees are gorgeous. Great selection on the red. It really pops, and it brings this atmosphere of warmth and color into your plaza. But when you come over here, and if you come in this direction, I really love how this feels. It really feels like this vine has been growing over the fence and it growing on top of the wall. Really like that. What a great feel about that. Now, this is something really cool over here, and I like this a lot. So if you're coming from this direction, you know, you could have left it open. And I think this is why sometimes these kind of areas don't feel complete, because you kind of edge it out with the rock. It just, like, the pathing doesn't look great because it's not finished, or you can't put fence. I don't know. It almost never clicks just right sometimes in my experience. But right over here, what she's done, it creating like a little sectional area. So it makes you want to curve in. Then you get the clock, the seating, the hedges, and then you can turn again, and now you can go to the forest. So I think it's brilliantly designed. Really great job when it comes to that. So I love that. When you look on this direction, we got all the other buildings, So we got all the 3 buildings over here looking great. And once again, we got this beautiful hedge right there. And the great thing about these hedges and stuff that she's doing is she's creating extra viewpoints. So it's gonna make things feel bigger. If you take the hedges up, it just feels like, oh, there's the building, right? Now by putting the hedges, that makes the visualization like it ends right here. You go around it, now it feels like you got another space, then the building, then the theme park. Really great way to layer things up that Samantha has done right here for us today. So we got a beautiful like carpet area right here that takes you to the store. I love the benches that do in a little diagonal. I know that's a big thing now, so really love to see that. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go down to the next area and look at this. Now, I love this. Look at that double rainbow on the top, in between the tree. That is very beautiful. Again, all these items, people are being very clever on how to use them. But one of the first things that I noticed right here that I really like is that pillar monument right there in the middle. And if you look at the middle, it's just go nice straight line. You got all the flower, rocks, the big bushes, and then you got your walkways that look fantastic. And again, and it had this open organic feeling when you look through it. But you got the trees that are doing this beautiful archway, and then it feels like you're gonna open up, and those rainbows on the top, again, fantastic touch. All right, so we're gonna walk just a tad more down here, and look at this again. See how this feels very open on the top. You get a beautiful light over here, and now you get to this location, and look at this. Now this feels very overgrown. You know, I think that, you know, Mickey, Goofy, Daisy, you know, they're very important people. They're famous. I think they can afford a little landscaping here, but maybe they like it natural, so people feel like they're not home, right? But what a beautiful way to decorate. The beautiful tall grass, the colors. You got that purple, pink going over here with the yellow, but then you get these warm tones of red and yellow just scattered throughout the bill. Again, very beautiful, very well done. We're gonna look on the other area, and this pathing here, this rock, or not rock, but stone pathing, looks really good. I really like it a lot. It makes it feel like you can breathe. It's open, beautifully done. Again, stunning stuff right here. Stunning. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to go in this direction, and we want to see a little bit of the decoration. Maybe you're into the natural decorating, and look at this. Now, this is a good example that not everything has to be fully decorated, in the sense that you need to put everything like, or picnic area or this. Look at how beautiful this is. Just natural, just the woods, the bushes, the grass, everything looking very natural. But when you look on the other side, then you get a little bit more of the decoration. You got chairs, you got benches around this beautiful pond. I really love the old balloon right here. It just feels like a great place where people are gonna take off. You know, it's stunning, it's beautiful. And again, it gives you idea like, no, everything, every corner has to be totally 100% decorated. Okay, so we get like underneath this archway. I really like that. It just feels like you're going into a neighborhood. Really like that a lot. And then we got the stalls right over here. We got the vegetable stalls. So, you know, people are selling things around the neighborhood. Again, beautiful, beautiful job. And then we got this beautiful rock path over here. I really like the little water tower right here. Great job. Kind of hidden within the trees, but you see those metal beam structures just coming down. Really, really nice. And then you get the neighborhood home and houses right here. And again, and something that we need to point out, if I can get a better viewing, let me actually step back again, is the way we mentioned it on the very top of the plaza. But again, look at this composition here. Is the trees in the back. You know, what a great way to fill up, because right here you can get lost. This particular section here, if you leave it just open sky, again, if you like that, it's gonna be great. But it will feel empty. It will feel like it's just straight away, there's nothing. Like it will look empty. But by she's doing this beautiful, beautiful tree line with the combination with the different trees, different colors, different height, it really brought a beautiful background and a beautiful backdrop for you to look at and enjoy. So again, little things like that, little details that take a build to another level, right? And you will see that throughout this valley, right? Like when you look on this direction, look at the way she utilizing the red trees. And again, we saw it on the first one. Now we're down here and it's stunning and it's so powerful, but it doesn't overtake because there's still a lot of green and a lot of different tones of the other trees. Now we're gonna go to the other side over here. We're gonna continue to do the walkway and check this out. We got the little teacup house over here. That looks stunning. We got the little water pond over here. Again, we got benches. We got the well where you can do your fast travel. And I like the little RV park area. I can't wait to get there with the white picket fence. Nice, really nice. Now, I really like this little fence right here. This fence right here is beautiful and it makes sense. And then look, it's Alice. It's kind of like a little tea area. And you know, something that I like about this, it feels again overgrown, seems like that's the theme that is going on in this section of the valley, right? So it feels like, not like it's abandoned, right? But it feels like it has, things has been let grow, and it goes great with the Merlin Tower with all the vines going on. Same thing right over here with the tea kettle cup right over here house. Again, you got like all these vines and flowers. So, you know, in many ways, what she has done here in this section of the valley, it tells the story and it goes perfectly. And look at that flower back there. Look at that. I love that. I love that. That way or this way. Well, I can't go either way because it's blocked off. Those signs are tricky, okay? Over here, if you are celebrating your birthday or your non-birthday, then there you go. Come over here. We'll celebrate it for you. And then we got this beautiful rock path that goes around that is going to try to lead you into the different homes. So as you can see, we're going to go around and it's going to lead you to the different houses. And we got the flowers that are alive. Now, I think these flowers are a great addition. Yeah, you got to be careful how you use them and not overdo it, but it's the movement, you know, especially the ones that don't have like the eyes, those just moving. You can make it feel like it's just more like the wind is moving it. Beautiful, beautiful job again. And I think this section and the houses together, the Merlin, the Alice, everything is just really working up together. And I think another thing that I really like if for some reason, you know, it does feel overgrown and like the fountain feels like it's turned off. Now, I know this is how the fountain is and looks, but it just feels like it belongs. Like everything here belongs together. And it's one of the best things that I've seen. It's just all together, fitting nicely together. I like it a lot. Okay, so we continue with the fence over here. I like how this one is curving here, making this beautiful archway. And look at the top over here. That is beautiful. Again, another way to utilize items in DTV and creating this beautiful tonal effect. I think this is great. And then again, if I back up a little more, oh no, I think we got disconnected. Okay, we're back with a brand new connection back in Samantha's DTV world. And let's continue to talk. Okay, so something that I was mentioning before we got disconnected is that the beautiful way people are using items like different houses to create different structure or walkways underneath it. And this right here that we were backing away when we got disconnected, this is a great example of that. And look at how beautiful this is. Now, also, again, great composition. Look at the hedges, look at the archway, the home, the trees is stunning. And then the way the fence of the hedges just leads you into the tunnel. Again, fantastic work. I mean, that is one of those things that, again, it takes planning. Sometimes you get it just right the first time. Sometimes you tweak until you get it perfect the way you want to. But I really like this feel. I really like this effect. It just feels great when you come down. And then this leads you to the official walkway one down or the second one. Now, something to point out again, this is again another transition entrance that sometimes they're hard to make. So something that I want you to make a note when you're watching this video is the transition to going to one area to the other. Samantha has really spent a lot of time, and I feel like they are coming out so good, right? It's like you almost can miss it. It doesn't feel obvious that, well, this is where this type of area ends and we're gonna start the other one. So amazing job when it comes to that. All right, so if we take on the side, we continue to do the walkway right over here, we're gonna encounter the little over here, the little like camping ground or RV grounds. And I really like this, and what a great to utilize these two vehicles just to make it work. Beautiful area, and this is something that I really like a lot. And now this one is actually very different than what we saw with the Mickey. I really like this area like this because it gives you like this open feel, like you're maybe at the top of a mountain and you see the sky, you're camping, you want to see the open sky. It's really great. And what a great job is being done over here. Now, if you go this way, this is where you're coming into her valley. So well hidden, out of the way, makes sense. Really like it. Not in the front of everything, and it just kind of hidden away in the background. So really great job. And I love the composition, the rock path, the hedges, the division. Again, the little picnic table for the area. You know, the little area where you can take care of some business, you know, because it's important. If your RV, maybe you don't want to fill up your RV and you want to take care of that way. And then we got like the rainbows right here, and look at the way it's being played. So when I turn back over here and you look up again, there it is, right there. You got that beautiful rainbow shot. Really great job. Love this a lot. Great job, Samantha. Now, when you come down over here, now we're gonna go into the beach area just to look at it for a moment. But look at this is the monument that we saw from far away. Look at how big it is. So it is literally on the beach. And then when you go towards the castle, you see it and you think it ends right here, but no, it's over there. So what a great way to do that perspective, utilize that, and just a great way to keep building something beautiful. And let me show you again. When you look back here, it's such a great way. And what a great way to use an item. Look at that. When you like back here, and when we first saw it, I just feel like it's right there at the end. You don't imagine it's this big, tall piece. It's really good. Really good. Okay. So what I want to do is, instead of going to the beach, I'm going to go to the other biome on the side right over here, because that way from here, then we can go into the beach area. So let's go over here, and over here we got two type of entrances, right? We got this one over here and we got this one over here, and already the field changes, right? Look at the flooring, and the flooring is sometimes very important when you do builds like this because it already sets the tone. So sometimes this is an important piece to try to figure out what you would like. Now, this has like that little swamp structure, is that type of biome. And look at the feel of the area. Now, look at the little stone stuff over there. This is really cool, the way it's being put together. It feels like there is this feel of the swamp, but we got stone, but we got houses, we got like archways, we got like all these stone ruin type of work. Like maybe this was an abandoned area and now people came back and they made it livable. It's really nice. Now we got like the little ratatouille area here. That, look at this, but I want to come back to this. So we're going to come back to this section in a little later. So we came down over here. We want to take the first entryway over there. But look at this fountain over here with Mickey. Again, transition areas. The way she's building into them, I think that is what is very impressive when it comes to this kind of valleys and structures that we're seeing today, is the way she's putting things like this in these corners that are hard to decorate, and then she's surrounding it with plants, benches, and the light, and everything works beautifully. And then when you look up this way and you want to see the statue, look at this. Look at the backdrop again. well hidden. You don't see too much. You're just concentrating on the statue. And by utilizing the tree, it's just, again, amazing. It's just amazing work. All right. Let's go this way and let's take this main entrance right over here. Now we go from this passing to a more of a dirt path just for the biome right over here. And you start seeing like all these pillars and stone statues. You got the big tree right there. You got the house. You got Stitch. Being very happy, by the way. Being very happy. And then you got another archway, and this leads you into Tiana's place right over here. Now, something really amazing already. This feels the transition to it, and traveling right here feels a lot bigger than what it is. There is a feel of an illusion here. I don't know. I feel like I've been walking longer than what I should have, but it's not. It's a feel. It's a feel, and there's an effect here going on. So we got the big trees, we got everything decorating, and then this is one of my favorite things that I'm seeing right now. It is all like abandoned ruins over here. And look at this. Oh, this is okay. I like this. I like the statues. I like the way this feel. I like that old Wally sign over there. I feel like this is just an abandoned place, ruin. You know, there used to be a mine, maybe behind this sign, there used to be the entrance. What a great way. And that statue alone looks incredible. What a great way to utilize these items right here. This whole breaking down stone feature, like it's broken down, something happened, and now it just has stayed like this for the longest time. Great job, Samantha. Great job. I love it. I love it. All right, so we got the mansion over here. They forgot to take out their Christmas decoration, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, oh, no more room. Everybody's already ready for Christmas. Man, people booked early. All right. Now over here, we got the upgraded troll bridge right over here. Again, great way using these castle items. I really love it. This is just so cool. All right, the troll bridge. No wonder people in my chat likes to hang out under the troll bridge. My gosh. We got TV. We got the snacks. We got the popcorn. We got cake. We got donuts. We got, what, a cookie yard? Plus cookies over here. We got comfort. We got, you know, a nice screen. We got the speakers. We got heater. We got fireplace. We got arcade. All right, I want to come down to the bridge too, and you guys stream. This is really nice. I love it. Sam, great upgrade. I like it. No wonder people want to come and hang out with you under the bridge all the time. Now, again, as we walk in the valley, don't forget to look at all the beautiful natures and the decoration, the way all the plants, everything is laid out. It looks so good. So we got the beautiful fountain right there. Look at that. And the fast travel point. We got a house, very hidden and very well camouflaged. I really liked it. It was really hard to tell until I saw like the little door frame and I pull up. Oh, it is a house. It's just the roof is well matching with everything here. Great way. And great way to actually use these corners right over here. And then we got this beautiful transition here. We got another area. Look at the way the bushes are being divided. We got this little tent area. Love the design. Love the back. And then the little light. And then the sitting area. Looking really good. We got the swans. I really like the swans in the water. Great place to put them right here. Looking really good. Another beautiful house that fits in the atmosphere of what's going on down here. Great job on that. And then we get to this section. Now, this section, I want to go the other way. I feel like I got to take it in from the other angle. I just feel like we're going to have the proper entryway to really appreciate all the detail. All right, well, let's look down on the floor. Look down to the floor. Don't look at anything else. Okay, and there we go. All right. So this is the other entryway, right? And I want to take it this way because the little peek that we had earlier really shows some really good stuff. So we're going to go this way and check this out. I love this. Tiana's Palace right here. We got the restaurant. We got the show screen time. Look at this. Look at this billboard right here with the guitar. Love that. And then we got Flo's Cafe right over here. And what a great way to do the car. Park it right there. I love this. You know, it's the combination of everything. I like that fountain right there. It just gives you such a beautiful backdrop. And then when you come over here, you get an outdoor, beautiful seating area. And not just that, but look at the vine walls to continue the feel of this section of the valley continuing over here. So again, magnificent job. And then it's just the tables, the carpet down here with the frog. Perfect match. It's just color, harmony, symphony working all together. It's just beautiful. Beautiful job. It's really good when I'm watching something and then I get a little moment of speechless and my thought process just like is thinking and just capturing what we're seeing. And Sam's doing that today. Samantha is doing that today. Okay, so when we go down here, we can get to the now start heading towards Dazzle Beach. Now, again, I keep mentioning this because I know it's hard to go from one biome to the other and creating beautiful transition that feel seamless, right? Here's another one. Beautiful entryway. You start feeling you got the tree, but slowly you start bringing all of these other plants and trees. And look at this. Look at the feel. It feels so natural, so organic. You go from one way to the other. I love it. And look at this house. This house is perfectly fits this biome perfectly. I love the hay of the house and it just blends in so well. And then you got the other house that has the same texture. And this is a really great way to think about when you're placing houses together, like when you're creating a neighborhood and kind of things match. It's not like the houses all have to be identical, but maybe the materials and the idea of the houses or the buildings work together. They kind of match, right? And that is something that we're seeing right here. Now we have a beautiful seating area. We got Maui statue. Oh my gosh. I like the floating island right there, you know, another home, but gray. And it goes gray with all these rocks on the side. And again, this is just smart ways to use some of the items so they don't feel like they're just standing alone. They're matching with other areas of the valley and it just looks incredible, you know, it just looks incredible. Okay, so we continue to walk Dazzle Beach and look at again, all the palm trees. I think this is a big takeaway of the beach. It's just the decoration, the decorating. They kept one side with pathing and the other half with sand. So that alleviates, it looks a little more clean. It looks a little more structured. That's a route that you can go. You can keep it all sand too and definitely do all the palm trees the same way. Really like this. And then I like that we got this like walking path on top of a normal pathing. Again, looking really, really good. Now we have a little dock area with the little dock, the little boat, again, selling the fish right over here on the other side and leads you to that dock that you can unload your stuff over here and then you can take it to anywhere in the beach. Now this composition here is really cool because you got this vehicle selling products, you got kind of like the little ice cream place, and then you got Mickey and another ice cream stall. And again, it's kind of like a smaller version of what we saw on the top, but down here a little more tropical stand, right? And it kind of they look like this in real life, right? It's just very tropical. The trucks are a little more beat up, a little more older. They're selling the stuff. I think it is a good combination. And then with all the palm trees, Just everything blends so well. And again, that is something that we're seeing in this tour, is everything blending together, you know, every tree, every plant, every house, the color scheme. Like, look at the color, and then you see the cows on the back, but you don't notice that because it is kind of like a match. It's like it's working together. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it is. I like it. And it's just the color scheme is on point. And then we back up a little bit, you start seeing more of the trees in the back. Beautiful, beautiful. Then you got that other castle. So actually I'm missing a lot of the good decoration. So let's go back in here in the walkway to see this. Now, something like when you look at the walkways, you look over here, you see on the corner there, that's sand, that's grass. You got the walkway, and then you got back to sand. So again, they're utilizing everything that they got in their arsenal to make a distinction with one section and the other section. Samantha, this valley is incredible. You have done such a good job. Such a good job. Okay, so right over here, we got the castle. That is Sherry Cola's boyfriend right there, named Eric. She's such a fan of Eric. Right, Sherry Cola? Right? And then, look at this. Look at this. It's just beautiful again. And even that blue house, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but the shingles, everything match. So when you look from far away, look at this. I mean, let me see if I can get a little bit more on the corner over here. Everything in that castle, it feels like it goes together, right? It's like the same texture of shingles in one house to the castle. And if you're not careful, you think this is all a one structure unit. Incredible, incredible. I love this a lot. Now, the fencing is great, dividing the entryway, the seating area, looking really good. I love the little towers over here. That looks just great. And then when you look over here, you get the Ariel's house. So, you know, right in front of Eric's. And look at this. We get an elegant walkway right over here, elegant entrance, letting you into our home. And then you can think about, like, as soon as you enter, you start going down into the ocean to see the palace, to see Atlantis, you know, such a good way. I love this so much. And then you're able to use like all the little coral and seashell and like under the sea type of furniture in this little walkway. I really like the two little seating furniture on the side too. Just gives it a nice touch. Blends so well. This is a nice beach area. This is so nice. Okay, and then you get like now the actual beach where people can actually use right over here. And then we got a little the Eric sailboat right over there. Really like that a lot too. Right there, just feels a little off into the distance, like it's taking off or it's just cruising by. Great detail, great detail. And then very hidden, you got the Ursula place. So, you know, gotta keep it a little over there. You know, nice over here. Keep it over there. Great job on all of this. Great job. Now, the next section that we're gonna go to the forest biome. We're gonna go up here and see what we got. Now, this is one of the ways that I usually do like to go to the forest biome. I really like this entrance. I do feel like it has a lot to offer. It's one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of my favorite biome. And her nature is so on point. Man, look at the forest. It feels like a forest. You see this? It's a forest. The layers of the tree. And you can see that the tree is not like one behind the other. Just like when you look into the woods and you see a tree, a tree, a tree, a tree, a tree, a tree. She captured the essence of a forest perfectly. Perfectly. And then the deeper you go, the bigger the trees are. This is just stunning work. Stunning work. And then look at this area. Oh my gosh. Now, this is really great. You would not think to put this house here, but she has made it work. Look at the trees surrounding it. The colors pop. It looks incredible. The trees, everything, the garden. It's just la casita se ve muy bien aquí. And then we got the walkway right over here. Oh my gosh. And look, it's happy to see us. The casita is already happy and moving. Again, beautiful, beautiful. This section over here, the way she did the walkway and then going in and out, incredible job, incredible job. And then the forest. And I think what sells this build, again, is the forest. It's just, as soon as you get up here, you feel it. And it's like the forest, the build in between the forest to make it all work. I love all of this. I love all of this. Okay. All right. So as we continue here, we got this little side detour over here. And this will take you to the bridge and will take you to the other side of the biome. So we're not going to go there just yet because this view right here, this is it. That is gorgeous. That is stunning. I feel like I just got transported into a fairy tale village. And that is what it feels like, right? You got the water, you got the tree, you got the stair. And the way it's designed, right? As soon as you see it, it's masterpiece. It's masterpiece. Masterpiece at work. And I think that is the biggest thing. Sometimes, you know, you design on the spot and I don't know if this was intended and it's just the way it came out and you're like, wow. Or it was designed in mind to make sure when you stand right here, you get this shot, this view, because it is incredible. All right, so let's go ahead and walk this area. So as we're gonna walk this, the first thing is like, it reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. The Belle, you know, the animated movie. You go here, you see the town, and I feel like I'm transported there. And look at the houses, this tiny village with the well, with the water pump. The houses, the trees, the bushes, I mean, just this circle alone. It's just so good. It's so good. Look, they even got a little training area here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, we got a workout area. I mean, that has to be hard on your back, but hey, if you need to work out, you need to work out, right? And then we got like working, they're doing their thing over here. Oh my goodness. I love this, but we're just in the inside and we get this beautiful, just beautiful like entryway to a village. So well done, feels great. And then the walkway is very narrow. And then when you open, you do the same feel again. It opens and up and you have a whole area to spin the camera around and see everything. Now over here, we got different buildings. Now you get kind of like to the town shop area, if you want to call it that. We got a beautiful entry over here. This is the other entrance from the beach to the forest. And again, look at the entryway. You know, and this shot right here, I really like this because you got kind of like the flower shop over there. And you got this column that is already surrounding flower. It's almost like that flower shop supplied at the entryway. So the flower shop can look even better. I like it. I like it. Okay. And then we got a little section over here where we got the wishing well, the fast travel point. We got the kiosk. We got more selling. But again, it's the forest behind it that makes that feel like it ends right here. And in this area already has felt like big for the forest area. Okay, we got the beautiful fountain. And everything just seems really nice, even when you look towards direction. Even though that's a little creepy coming down. I mean, Daisy, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Okay, maybe you do look cute. Why are you walking like that? So funny. It's so funny. You know, from far away, I thought it was a clown at first, and I was like, "Whoa, clown!" But no, she just in, you know, looking good, being Daisy. Great job, Daisy. Looking good. Oh, you're waiting for Donald? Whoa. Okay. She just disappeared. She didn't like me. She didn't like that I critique her dress. I'm so sorry. She went to change. All right. Now, this outdoor corner, this is a beautiful patio idea. Look at the view with the chip over there and the outdoor seating area, the little fencing area over here. This is beautiful, especially when you look down like this. This is really nice, especially in real life. You see it in a place like that, it will look so good. Okay, so now we're gonna continue here. We got more archways, more trees, utilizing the way to continue here, but we're gonna take a little detour here because we haven't seen the other area of the forest. And again, you can see how the forest gets from very skinny trees like the pines to more thicker as we go over here, right? And then we get to the curious labyrinth. Look at this. Where are we going? And we get to the secret hidden castle of the forest. You know what? It's so well hidden with the formation of the forest. See over there that you couldn't even tell this was back here like this. What an elegance. Another castle. Very nice. Again, very open when it comes to the spacing on the top. You got the beautiful light just hitting it. And then you got this elegance that's coming throughout the entire build. You got your beautiful piano, your beautiful harp, your beautiful corner seating area with the fountains. Look at this. You know, I really like what she's done in here. This is truly, truly incredible. The fountains right here in both areas. Let me get a little bit more over here so we can pan the camera down. Then we got all the beams, the pillars, just again matching with the atmosphere, matching the castle, because they have this hint of purple and white, and it just matches perfectly. And then we got the hedges that are surrounding this area as well, just giving you that privacy that you may need for a property like this. I like the vine wall too, because it doesn't let you see into the plaza. It just kind of raise it up. So again, it gives you this privacy and it makes it feel more solid and it feels more divided. A lot of little things here that are so well done when it comes to designing and everything. I'm just really, really amazed. Okay, and then we got this outdoor area, romantic for Belle and Beast to fall in love once again. I love it. I love it. Okay. So when we come over here, then we have the secret garden. Secret garden, we got the roses. I really like this. I like how many flowers are in here. I like the fountains. I like the vine lamps going on, and then the bathtub with more flower. It is beautiful, beautiful. Great job on this. Great job. And kind of like a little secret garden. You just want to come here, read a book, relax, you know, just have some downtime. Incredible with the fence, everything. It looks so good. It looks so good, Samantha. I'm just so impressed. I can't. I am already, my feelings are overwhelmed with everything that I've been seeing so far. Okay, so now the next thing is we're gonna go to the frozen area, right? So we're gonna go to the winter biome, the frozen biome, you know, all that great stuff. And this is usually a very fun area that people do really cool things. Now, when we first come in here, you get the glorious purple trees, you get some of the pines with the snow, you get a little cabin to welcome you here. It's such a nice touch. Again, Little details like this really take all of this build, all of this idea to the next level. It's cute, it's cozy. I like it so much. I like it. Now, when we come over here, we get a nice entryway. We get more trees. Again, the nature here is on point. On point. Now we're gonna get the frozen fountain. Look at that. I really love the clouds that are just snowing in the area. We got the beautiful castle. Now I feel like the castle right here, they kind of have like a little garage for their sleigh. I think that is actually like pretty cool. I like this idea. We got a balloon archway that matches perfectly. We got like another castle right over there, and oh no, that's the main big castle, and then we got another castle right there. I love this, all the ice stuff, and look at this, another, my goodness, this is so nice. This is so nice. You know, in one end you got like all the ice structures, on the end you got like the nature and the coloring and the snow stuff, and this new like gazebo style pavilion area. They look incredible. They look so good. Really great job. It's just so much detail. Like, look at this one over here. Again, like all of this, I like the dark tones. Really great way to the combination of everything with the dark and the blue. Then you got all your ice skates here. You got an ice skate ring that I missed at first. It's just so much to see. So much detail. Man, Samantha, you really outdone yourself. You have outdone yourself. Okay, so if we take the other bridge, right? So we took the one side, take the other one. Now it's like you're going to a candy land. A delicious fantasy frozen land. And look at this. And it's great because, you know, you don't want candy to melt, right? You don't want candy to melt, so great biome to do it. And look at the color. Look at the vividness. It's just cool. Now, this is one of those houses that people find a lot of trouble to build. But look at the decorations. Everything here looks really amazing. You got the track, you got the candy. There's the finish line. So the start line, I don't know where's the start line, but either way, I like this middle here. Okay, so this middle is really nice because sometimes you don't know what to do with the candy cane trees, and the way she's been doing the colors, the gumdrops, and that green that makes it feel like in the movie, like a candy pool, something candy liquid. Either way, I think that looks really good. And I just noticed those are not gumdrops, they're actually cushions. Oh my, or ottomans. Oh my gosh, I thought they were gumdrops. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. And this hedge thing, perfectly for this area. And candy, and it matches perfectly. The color is great. All of this. Then we got the houses, we got more candy, we got more car, we got everything going on. And there's the start and finish. Okay. So you go like around, you do a couple loops, whoever makes it the fastest wins. And you can eat all the candy that you can. That is your reward. Another beautiful like castle. I never seen this one actually. So looks really nice. Really nice. I really like it. And again, it matches the atmosphere right here. Now this valley has a lot of stuff, so every time I'm trying to place myself, you know, the camera captures a lot of stuff on the side or in the back especially. But again, stunning work and color composition, and has made Candyland look really amazing. Okay, now we made it to the next section of the valley, and we're gonna see what we're gonna experience here. Now, it's always cool when you take this turn and look at this. Now, this again gives me a lot of theme park vibes. You know, if you've ever been like to Busch Garden or something like that, they do have a section that is very concentrated like this. It's incredible. I think the palm trees right over here steal the show. This is a great way to utilize it. Again, keeping that open sky, you know, in specific area is something that I noticed throughout this valley tour, right? It's just really magnificent. Now, I can see right over here, there is this wall. Great. Again, created this division. Something that we gotta take notice that it's been done so excellent here is the division, the creating the depths, creating division from one section to another one. It's creating the valley feel more open, more bigger than it is, because you gotta walk around, so it feels like this is the end of the building. Then you gotta go to the section. Instead of seeing through it, everything is just put in a specific way. And I'm telling you, this looks incredible. I mean, the way this is matching to the wall and the wall for all of this, what a way to create a market. This is stunning, like really stunning work. I feel like, you know, I don't know if she was using pictures for reference for this type of market, but it looks so realistic, either from real life or to me from a theme park. And again, incredible. And you know, I was so focused on the walls and everything that I didn't even notice the pathing that we're walking on. Look at the two-tone display here. So good. It's joy. All I have is joy. All right, so that leads you now to like the Africa area. It just feels like we go into a different biome. And again, her transitions are so good. All right, so let's continue over here. And now we feel like we're going to like Aladdin or some area. We got juice for sale. The stalls are great, like this market area with the stall, with the crates, everything, and the palm trees. The palm trees is what steals the show. I'm just gonna say it again. Palm trees are stealing the show. So we go over here and we got an entryway right over here that we can check out a little later. And then look at this. That is gorgeous with the camel, the palm tree, and the and the waterfall on the side. Come on, look at that. Hey, be careful. I'm touring here, okay? I don't need the water. Guys, and this is what I mean. What she's done with the walls to create now this section, this area that are retreat, that are different, that are just, and look at this. Oh my gosh. And look at KayKay. Look at that red. Oh my goodness. Love the tent, love the area, love just all of this right here. I'm telling you, the peacock. Look at the floating lamps. I didn't even notice that at first. Samantha, really? Really? Okay, I'm speechless. I am speechless. This inside here, I knew there was going to be something behind the walls. It's a given, right? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's like an oasis right here. Just truly beautiful. Again, the waterfall walls for the entrance. And then on the side over here, I don't think we're meant to actually come in here. No. Okay. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to ruin the home and the view. But look at that. Stunning, amazing, beautiful composition, perspective, using different things to create this beautiful, the Sultan's Palace. I love it. And the camels, man. What a great way to use and create such a beautiful entry. You know, all I just hear the Prince Ali song. Prince Ali. Okay, so over here, this is going to take us to the other section of this valley. But kind of like a different biome. So I'm gonna take it from here because this entryway, again, this is a money shot right here. This is just so good. Look at the way, especially to me, when you cross right here, and now that we can actually see it all, right? You can see the waterfalls, just amazing. But it's the way she has done all the trees, the framing, the focal point, right? It's the way the trees just kind of curve again. You see the giant trunks, but then you see this water, you see the greenery. I mean, this right here, you take a screenshot of this, take out the character. What a beautiful wallpaper for your desktop. It'd be stunning. And then if you can have a wallpaper that's just animated, you see that water just rolling. Ah, gorgeous, gorgeous. So over here, again, if you know, you got your normal one over here, you got your river that goes through here. But truly, it's this view. And then the way she's doing the bushes with the greenery, and again, doing the color. The color palette has been in every biome something special to see and watch. And she uses the trees in a specific way for the specific reason. Like, look at all these rocks just laying right over here along the river bend. Just, again, I'm so happy. I am so happy. I love this, just the way she's using the utilization of these waterfall walls with the vines and the green and the way they're being placed throughout the different areas. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Well, I will say I really like the Aladdin section that we just watched. That area, you know, the forest or this one is, I think the forest is winning. I love the forest. I love the way it felt, the village. Like, you got the outer village and then you got like the town part of the village. I almost feel like that idea of the forest, because you got like this, it's kind of like the village, and then right next door is like the town. Imagine for some reason we take out the castle area that's in the forest, right? And you make one section the town, so you make it a little bit bigger, a little more spacious in the center, and then where kind of like the castle was, again, do it like in a circle, but then that was where the town village is, right? And then it's like two connecting in the forest, and you walk through the woods. Like, the idea of what she did there, somebody takes that and expanded on it and used the decoration of like fantasy village. Oh, I think right now that's the area that I love the most right now. Even though this area behind this wall came close. I think the forest still wins. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, and now we're gonna go to the last section that we need to look at. I like this right here. Like, look at Wally's house, well hidden right over here, really cool, like that. But this is the last area that we need to check out, and I want to see what Samantha has done here. And look at this. Okay, great way to use the castle wall in this area with the little, you know, like spooky vibe area that is just broken down. Like, there used to be like an old castle here. I love the way it's hiding like the, you know, the tree house right there. We got the castle right over here. You got the nice fence that are like old school and worn out, like cemetery and stuff like that. You got your Nightmare Before Christmas items. You got your pumpkin here because, you know, you got to make your money. To this day, I still can't believe that they haven't done something that is different than pumpkins. But pumpkins still is what makes you the money. So there we got pumpkin farm right over here. I really like what she's done with the castle wall. It feels like there used to be something here. This is the center of the courtyard of the castle. Again, it's all broken down. The last thing is left is the well, you know, and it's kind of like now like a tourist attraction right over here. I love this. This is so cool. Really well done. And we go through here. The birds following. Again, more broken. We got like a hidden tree and cars, so you can go there like a secret entrance to it somewhere. Y'all know? Secret entrance, right? Look at the castle stuff. Broken down. It's like we went to a ruin. It's such a cool feeling. Oh my gosh. The statue here again, that looks good. Wait, can I back up a little bit? Great job. Great job. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Look at that. Fire. Wait. Okay, the thing is through here. You know, I would love this whole section of the valley be done like this. And incorporate the best as we can. The stuff that is around. I don't know. This is a really good idea. And the whole idea that up here was like this humongous castle and everything is broken down, it's gone, and there's things now around inside. I don't know, like it gives ideas to somebody that can go all in. Again, a lot of inspiration coming from here. Very beautiful, very beautiful. This concept is so good. I was not expecting such a big way. And then this leads us back to the other biome, okay? Really like, Samantha, what you did here with the old castle wall. Broke it down. Or maybe half of it, like really half of it. And then somehow, maybe that's now. Or maybe we cover parts of it. Or surrounded with the broken and match some of those entryway archways into the door. And then you kind of hide this that looks a little more broken. I don't know. There's something here that I really like, you know, but kind of like make it bigger, make it like full. And then the courtyard maybe is overrun with pumpkins and it looks very more abandoned, more creepy. I don't know. Something like that could be really cool. But man, my goodness. I really have to say that I'm really, really in love with Samantha's Valley. And I'm going to go and we're going to finish this tour in my favorite spot. It took me a moment to decide for sure, but it is going to be the forest. That shot, that view, it really just captures everything. Everything, and it's stunning right here. This, I just love that. Let me see, let's get a little bit closer. That is just stunning. I love that. I love that so much right there. But guys, I do want to say thank you so much for watching. You know, don't forget to drop a like, a comment here on Samantha. Let her know how amazing her valley is. Let her know what was your favorite thing of the valley as you were watching. This is mine right here. What you're seeing right here. I think the forest, this is just, it knocks it out of the park. It truly does. It has everything and it's to perfection. And it knocks it out for me. This is my favorite part. So let her know what's your favorite part. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to watch more videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.